Okay, hear me out. It's about 2 weeks after the holidays. You're broke, you're tired, you're depressed, and you're uninspired. And worst thing is that February is just around the corner, and it's gonna get even worse, colder, more depressing, and more uninspiring. Does that sound familiar? Does that sound like exactly you and me right now? Well, regardless of whether or not it's exactly your situation right now, I still want to give you 5 things that you can apply to stay inspired, to stay motivated to write new music. I use them all the time, not just during these cold, depressing winter months. It's gonna be super useful for you. Let's do this. Hey everybody, it's Pat and welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, I make all kinds of fun stuff around creating music, such as tips, tricks, tutorials, product reviews, and just general discussions about being a musician. So if that's something you're into, you can click the subscribe button. We're super close to 1,000, so I'm really stoked about that. And if you've subscribed, you can click the bell to get notified every single time I upload. All right, let's get going right away with these 5 little tips I have that I've applied over the years to stay motivated when I don't feel like writing, when I'm not inspired. Number 1, first thing you should do, I think, is to listen to your old stuff. Whenever I'm not inspired, I usually listen to my own back catalog. I always find something, either a subject or an idea for a song, by listening to my own stuff. I like to write things that I call spin-off songs. So I listen to an old song and I find an idea in that song and then just take that idea, make a whole new song out of it. And you'll not only find inspiration, you'll probably find motivation as well. Because personally, when I look at everything I've accomplished in the past, it usually gives me kind of a spark, kind of a kick in the butt. So number 1 thing would be to look at everything you've accomplished before, find both ideas and motivation in that. But now I hear you asking me through your phone or laptop or whatever, what if I've never released anything? Like, you hate all your demos, everything you've done in the past. What do you do? Well, the next obvious thing would be to do the same, but for other people. Listen to other music. It's the way inspiration usually works. You know, you listen to other people's music and then you find ideas and things that you can add your touch to, make your own songs. Forget about your favorite albums and all that. Just listen to new stuff, find new music, and that way, well, you'll probably get inspired, find new ideas, and worst comes to worst, at least you've discovered a couple new artists. So if you don't want to or don't have any material of your own to watch or consume other people's material. Okay, here's another one. Consume other forms of content. Play a game, watch a movie, binge watch a series, something like that. Because most other forms of content have music in them anyway. And whatever game it is, or a movie or TV, it applies to anything. Listen to the music and you can probably find inspiration there. Plus, in general, I think it's a good thing to do something else sometimes. Just put the axe down and do anything else just to get your mind off of the fact that you haven't been writing. All right, number 4 would be to socialize a little bit. Get out of the house and talk to people. Look, I know it's cold and miserable out. You don't want to get out of the house, but go to a party or just call some friends, go to a bar, go to a swingers club, I don't know, anything you want, and just talk to people. Much like my previous point, it'll get you out of obsessing about the fact that you haven't been writing. But more importantly, just ask people what they're listening to or what they're watching. And then you have other things that you can listen to, that you can watch, and you can apply points 2 and 3 in a better way by socializing. I've thought about this. Finally, my 5th thing I think you can do, I've already mentioned it a couple times, but I think it's so important that it deserves its own tip, its own number. Let go, relax, and do something else. Don't force it, don't force creativity, don't sit down every day and force because you have to write something every day. Put it down, do something else, and eventually come back to it when inspiration strikes. I know that you want to write, I know that you want to release stuff, you want to, be creative, but sometimes it just doesn't happen, it doesn't come. Eventually, it'll come back if you apply the things I've told you before. But in the meantime, chill out and do something else, man. Or, bonus tip, totally opposite of what I just told you. Sit down every day, force your creativity, write something, at least one thing every day, and maybe something good will come out of it. If you sit down and really work at it, at least a little bit every single day, maybe something good will come out of it. All right, that's it. Those are my 5 little quick pieces of advice that I think you can apply whatever your situation is. If you're uninspired, unmotivated to write music, if you do these things, chances are it's gonna come to you. Otherwise, just wait it out. Everything's cool. Winter sucks. I'll see you next week. Thanks for watching.